First of headlines. Manipur IMFL seized from vehicle in Jiribam, driver handed over to Excise Department. Manipur government continues crackdown on illegal place renaming. And Arunachal Gujarat join hands to boost rural development. Hello, welcome to ELITETV's Prime Time English News Bulletin. I'm your host, Deemita. Now the news in detail. Manipur police intercepted a white gypsy vehicle bearing registration number MN01AS4499 at Jiribam Bazaar on Wednesday, June 18. As per reports, the vehicle was being driven by Thingbaijem Sanjit Kumar Singh, 42 years, a resident of Lengangpokpi under Jiribam police station in Jiribam district. Upon inspection, the police recovered a consignment of Indian made foreign liquor IMFL from the vehicle. Following the seizure, both the confiscated liquor and the individual involved were handed over to Excise Department after completion of all necessary legal procedures. Authorities have not disclosed the quantity of liquor recovered, and an investigation is underway to determine the source and intended destinations of the illicit stock. The ongoing effort to curb illegal renaming of places initiated by the former N. Biren Singh government is being upheld under the current presidential rule administration in Manipur. The issue gained prominence when certain groups allegedly attempted to erase the original and ancestral names of Meitei villages in Moreh, sparking widespread concern. The state government has reinforced its stance with the enactment of the Manipur Names of Places Act 2024, officially published in the Extraordinary Gazette on March 15, 2024 and effective from the date of publication in the Official Gazette of Manipur. This legislation mandates that any naming or renaming of places required prior approval from the Land Resources Department, Government of Manipur. To oversee compliance, a Place Names Committee for the state of Manipur was established on December 19, 2024 through an official order. The committee is tasked with submitting periodic reports to the state government, offering recommendations on the naming or alterations of place names for considerations. Authorities have been directed to strictly adhere to the Act's guidelines. Violations are made with severe penalties under Section 13 of the Act, which stipulates imprisonment ranging from a minimum of 1 year to a maximum of 3 years, alongside fines starting at ₹50,000 and potentially reaching ₹2 lakhs. All administrative departments and deputy commissioners have been urged to ensure strict adherence to the Act's provisions. The memorandum signed by Namoijam Khedavata Singh, Secretary Land Resources, highlights the government's commitment to preserving the historical and cultural integrity of place names in Manipur. Arunachal Pradesh has forged a strategic partnership with one of India's leading rural management institutions to transform each village-level governance and development programs. Rural Development Minister Ojingta Singh oversaw the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between the State Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj SIRRD and PR and the prestigious Institute of Rural Management ANAN IRMM from Gujarat at a ceremony held in Idnagar on Thursday. The collaboration aims to bridge the gap between academic expertise and ground-level implementations of rural development schemes across Arunachal Pradesh remote villages and tribal communities. IRMA, established as a premier institutions under Tribhuvan Sakari University, brings decades of experience in rural management education and research. The partnership will focus on capacity building for local government officials, knowledge sharing on best practices, and developing innovative approaches to rural challenges specific to the northeastern state. The Nagaland government on June 18 released around 1 lakh fingerlings to Doyang River to enhance fish populations. The release by the Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources was part of the first phase of the awareness program come fishing ranching exercise held at Anghakupu Doyang. The initiative is aimed at promoting sustainable fishing practices and enhancing aquatic biodiversity in the region. They said, as part of the initiative, indigenous fish species including Nagaland state fish mashir were released into the river. Speaking at the event, Principal Secretary Y. Kiketo Sema noted that fish enhancing fish ranching, when combined with public awareness, can help restore natural fish population, improve river ecology, and contribute to food security. He urged local communities to refrain The modernization of power transmission infrastructure under project worth rupees 1,800 crore is underway in Tripura, Power Minister Ratanlal Nath announced on June 18. He added that the technology will soon be introduced to allow repairs on power transmission lines without shutting down power. Power Minister Nath said that after inaugurating a 132 kV substations in Manipur under Gomati district. He said the technology to work without shutting down power during repairs on power transmission lines will be introduced soon. We have taken some plans for further improvement of the power department in the state. This include facilitating quick repairs without disrupting services, handling excess pressure during summer using drones to monitor and identify faults in tower lines to add maintenance and preventive measures, and commissioning mobile substations to provide immediate alternatives and avoid power outage during disasters, he said. Minister Nath highlighted that the development of transmission infrastructure is being carried out in collaborations with the Government of India and the World Bank. Residents across Gangtok and several nearby areas have been notified of a series of planned nighttime power outages starting from June 18 and continuing till June 25. The shutdown announced by the Power Department's Tadong Division is aimed at carrying out system improvement work at the 66 kV control room located at 5th Mile, Tadong. In an official notice, the department confirmed that the scheduled shutdown has been approved by the competent authority and is necessary to enhance power supply reliability to thousands of consumers connected to the substation. Although the work without spans several nights and the actual electricity outage is expected to last only 1 hour during each scheduled period. The maintenance work will be carried out between 11 p.m. and 4:30 a.m. on June 18 to 19, June 20 to 21, June 22 to 23 and June 24 to 25. During this time, power may go off for an hour in affected areas. However, a longer 5.5-hour outage is scheduled for the night of June 24 with the early hours of June 25, specifically in Parbing and Fodong. The areas expected to be affected by these outages include Tadong, Diorali, Gangtok 2, 5th Mile, 6th Mile, Rey Kholang, Dingding, Bypass, Parbing and Fodong. The Divisional Engineering of the Tadong Division has assured that all necessary precautions are being taken to ensure the shutdown causes minimal inconvenience to residents. Authorities have also advised people in affected regions to make appropriate arrangements, especially for those requiring continuous power supply for health, commercial or security reasons. And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
In 2024, Comet School produced first position holder. In 2025, Comet School has done it again with first position.
My name is Shira Karakam and I secured first position in the exam 2025.
With 11 position holders and 27 subject toppers. Behind this success is a powerful shift. Digital smart learning.
The school has provided advanced digital facilities from smart classes to interactive panels. The tools have made learning more effective.
Led by highly advanced faculty, our students don't just study, they understand, apply, and excel.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur ihan hanbo oina wedding set laibi ba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking tobiduna khudong chaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina bai damakta sangai porokda laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro
Manipur University of Culture the affiliate tauba UGC gi guidelines su follow tawriba Ka Manipur Hindustani Sangit Mahavidyalaya Kakching da tha taragi oiba foundation course amagi admission haujare hiram sing adudi Hindustani music vocal tabla guitar sitar nat sankirtan pung isai cholom Manipuri folk traditional amadi classical dance loina na English Manipuri cultural studies amadi computer science akakna basit masingni hana lakpa mahiro singda khudong chawa pijagani last date of admission 31st July 2025 institute asigi graduate singna SSC MPSC UPSC examination sing thaba yai akupa marol gidamak 9378018891 or 9856334264 da dial tobiu natraga Mahavidyalaya asigi principal ga office award tanabiu
TV's Prime Time English News Bulletin. Amidst a wave of misinformation spreading across social media, the Motor Vehicles Division of the Sikkim Transport Department has issued an official clarifications concerning the revised tax structure for vehicle re-registrations and ownership transfer in the state. In a press release dated June 18, 2025, the department categorically denied claims suggesting an additional tax Rs 25,000 was being levied for re-registering older vehicles. Citing notification number 19/CCS/GOS/MVD/2025 issued on March 27, 2025, officials confirmed that a maximum additional tax is capped at Rs 5,000 depending on the vehicle's age and category. The information circulating on various social media platforms is completely incorrect and misleading, the department stated. It assured vehicles owners that there has been no arbitrary hike in re-registration charges and that updated tax norms were introduced to streamline regulatory processes, not to outburden citizens. Authorities further clarified that the additional tax is not a blanket amount but is calculated proportionally based on specific vehicle parameters. The revised policy aims to improve compliance with motor vehicle regulations, particularly during interstate transfers and ownership updates. Citizens have been urged to disregard authenticated claims and rely solely on officials' communication channels. The department also advised the public to access the latest tax details and policy updates via its official website. And Indigo flight bound for Leh was forced to return to Delhi early Thursday, June 19 morning under unclear circumstances, triggering concern among passengers and aviation observers. Flight 6E 2006, operated by an Airbus A320-251N, was scheduled to depart from Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport at 6:30 a.m. However, the aircraft carrying around 180 passengers including crew, turned back mid-flight and landed safely at IGI Airport. While Indigo has clarified in a preliminary statement that no emergency was officially declared during the flight, some unconfirmed reports suggest that return may have been prompted by a technical issue. The airline has yet to provide detailed clarifications. All passengers on board are reported to be safe. Further announcement from Indigo regarding the cause of the unscheduled return are awaited. This incident aids to a growing list of mid-air technical diversions that have sparked conversations around aviation safety and aircraft maintenance standards in the country. A week after the tragic Air India crash in Ahmedabad, Gujarat's Health, Family Welfare and Medical Education Minister Hrishikesh Patel announced that DNA profiling has successfully matched 210 victims with their families. As of Thursday morning, 187 bodies have been released to the next of kin. Remaining mortal remains will be handed over soon. Efforts are ongoing to complete the identification process and return all remaining bodies to the respective families in the coming days. Aviation Ministry proposes stricter rules to prevent obstructions related to air disasters in a parallel development. The Ministry of Civil Aviation has issued a draft policy aimed at minimizing risks to aircraft from obstruction structures and flight paths. Title: Aircraft Demolition of Obstructions Rules 2025. The draft was released on June 18 and will be enforced once notified in official gazetting. The proposed regulations empower aviation authorities to take decisive actions against buildings, trees and other structures that breach height limits within designated aerodrome zones. This proactive initiative is seen as direct response to concern over potential threats to flight safety posed by encroachment and high-rise obstructions. Officials have emphasized that this move is part of a broader strategy to enhance airspace safety, prevent future tragedies and ensure stricter adherence to the aviation norms near airports. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Manipur IMFL seized from vehicles in Jiribam, driver handed over to Excise Department. Manipur government continues crackdown on illegal place renaming. Arunachal Gujarat join hands to boost rural development. And that's a wrap for today. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV's English News. Thank you and have a great evening.